Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current and latest news. If you do consider drop your likes, and if you do consider subscribers to the channel, as always. So today I'm going to be officially updating you on some current transfer news that's currently going on in the press. I have been updating you about this on a regular basis of course as well. So as I did say, drop your likes, and if you do consider subscribers to the channel as always. So as reports have been, stories have been coming out based in relation to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the last couple of days, saying that he would prefer to recommend a right winger to come to Manchester United in the summer, because he has explained that he wants to give our current defenders a chance to impress and prove themselves and all that as well. So recent reports have suggested that he's not interested in buying defenders Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the summer, and he wants to bring a right winger to Manchester United. So he has been interested in quite a few wingers as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As reports do currently say, Solskjaer is being in discussions with our current transfer plans for the summer as well. So Solskjaer's been discussing about the club's transfer plans for the summer as well. I think he does know what players he's going to sanction off in the summer as well, because there's quite a few players that are going to leave Manchester United in the summer. And as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in discussions with the board of what players should stay at Manchester United, and what players should leave in the summer as well. And of course Solskjaer, I think, has made it clear to the Manchester United board that he's demanding that he wants 4 signings this summer, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. I think he has identified the areas where he does currently want to strengthen up. But I think Manchester United's priority is signing a right winger this summer. So I don't think he's interested in buying any defenders this summer, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Of course, we're going to get around £200 million to spend in the summer as well. Of course, we're still looking to hire a director of football to come in as well. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in discussions about our current transfer plans, and he's going to have, and Solskjaer is going to have his say on our transfer plans in the summer, because he's on the verge of getting the Manchester United job on a permanent basis. And Manchester United, of course, want to announce this before the end of the month. That Solskjaer is going to be Manchester United manager on a full-time basis. Of course, based on his fantastic progression, he's done so far since he's come to the club, and I do believe he can elevate us to that higher level. He can get us in that commanding position, and he can get us back to being a competitive elite level football club. But we do know that new additions are needed in the summer if we are going to be potentially title contenders for the new season as well. At the moment, Solskjaer hasn't got a great managerial pedigree, as we all know, in terms of like winning any major honours. But I do think that is definitely to come, without a shadow of a doubt. But he's done a really, really good job as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're playing the FA Cup, in about 4 hours' time. Against Wolves as well, and he's progressed us to the quarter-final of the FA Cup, progressed us to the last day of the Champions League as well, and he has done an absolutely terrific job as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so you have got to credit him in that aspect as well. So obviously Manchester United are already planning to make moves in the summer, as we all know. There's also been news coming out in relation to Paul Scholes as well, as I did confirm to you that obviously he's resigned as Oldham manager after only 31 days in charge, so he had a really, really short tenure. I think he's welcome to come back to Manchester United, is Paul Scholes. I think Solskjaer has invited him, to coach, for Paul Scholes, to coach Manchester United. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has offered Paul Scholes an invitation to Manchester United after he has stepped down as Oldham manager, Paul Scholes as well. So that's some other news to update you on as well. But yeah, I think we're interested in getting some players in the summer. Reports have been coming out today, of course, as well, in relation to Gareth Bale, and he's been a potential Manchester United target. And we know Manchester United have been long admirers of Gareth Bale, as we all currently know, and we have been linked with him, for a number of years now, Gareth Bale. But obviously now with Zinedine Zidane being reappointed as Real Madrid manager, I think his Real Madrid future, Gareth Bale's future with Real Madrid is in jeopardy, to be quite honest with you. And obviously there has been a narrative going on about it that Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, has lost patience with Gareth Bale, and he wants him out of the club this summer. Recent reports did say that actually, he was happy in Spain with Gareth Bale and all that, but he does continue to be linked with a move to Manchester United. Solskjaer hasn't really said much, about the rumours, of Bale, linked with a move to Old Trafford, but I think, Solskjaer wants to bring quality players to Manchester United in the summer as well, because obviously he wants to bind to our history, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, because we didn't invest in the January transfer window, of course, as well. But obviously a majority of Manchester United fans, and myself, wouldn't want Gareth Bale, to come to Manchester United, and he is a quality player, is Gareth Bale, and he has still got a really good ratio, to be quite honest with you. This is his sixth season now in Spain, with Real Madrid, of course, as well. And all this so where he has won, has obviously, become as a Real Madrid player, Gareth Bale. He has still got a contract with Real Madrid until 2022, as we all know. But I wouldn't want him at Manchester United. I know he's really good, but obviously, he's aging up. He's nearly 30 years of age. He's obviously got a record of injuries, so he's injury prone as well as Gareth Bale. And of course, Real Madrid will probably try and recoup the initial 85, 86 million pounds they paid for him from Tottenham, back in 2013. Tottenham back in 2013, but I can't see Real Madrid, recouping the 85, 86 million pounds, they paid for him from Tottenham back in 2013. They may still get maybe 50 or 60 odd million pounds for Bale, but I can't see them recouping the initial 85, 86 million pounds they paid for him, of course, as well, because he's injury prone, and of course, he's aging up now, as I currently said. But now, obviously, Zinedine Zidane's been reappointed. He doesn't have a great relationship with Gareth Bale. I think Zinedine Zidane, will want to see Bale go this summer as well. Zinedine Zidane has just recently been reappointed as Real Madrid manager, so this is his second spell now in charge of Real Madrid after he was managerless for 10 months, because initially he stepped down as a Real Madrid manager last year, in May of last year, of course, as well. So he was managerless for 10 months. Now he's back into the Real Madrid job as well, and he's the only coach to win back-to-back, Champions League titles as well as Zinedine Zidane, because obviously he signed a contract till 2022. Zinedine Zidane himself is already planning for investment, this summer, of course, as well. I think he's going to get around a £300 million spending spree to spend this summer, as well as Zinedine Zidane, of course, as well. So he has now returned back to Real Madrid as manager, Zinedine Zidane. So this could now definitely, see Bale leave in the summer, of course. But obviously, he's had experience of playing in the Premier League as well. When he was younger, he had 6 years with Tottenham, of course, as well. He had 6 years with Tottenham, and he actually began his youth career with Southampton, as well. And he's mainly a winger, and that's obviously the area where Solskjaer, does want to strengthen up, of course, as well. But for me, I wouldn't want Bale at Manchester United because he's too old, he's injury prone, and all that as well. But we still know that the rumours do continue to persist, with Bale being linked with a move to Manchester United, of course, as well. And we know that Solskjaer, is interested in quite a few other winners as well. He's monitoring, quite a few other winners as well. We do know that a narrative's been going on, as I've been updating you in the last 3 or 4 weeks, in relation to Jadon Sancho. Now, Manchester United have been heavily linked with him. I think we have identified him as our number one target, to be quite honest with you, Jadon Sancho. We have identified him as our number one target to strengthen up, in that win position, because mainly he is a winner, but he's a really good player, and he's only 18 years of age. He's only young, only broke into the England first team last year as well, Jadon Sancho, but he has got absolutely immense talent, to be quite honest with you. And it would be ideal if Manchester United, could maybe get some young players this summer, to grow, develop and mould under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because it does seem to be a lot of the experienced players, that is currently causing us the problems as well. So I think Jadon Sancho has attracted interest from quite a few teams across Europe as well. Manchester United being interested. Also said that Paris Saint-Germain were interested in Jadon Sancho as well. But according from Borussia Dortmund's perspective, they are not willing to sell Jadon Sancho reportedly, and I think they're being ruthless in the standing firm. I think regardless of what Manchester United offer, I think Borussia Dortmund are not bothered about the money. They're not bothered about the money. They're not bothered about the money, Borussia Dortmund, because obviously they know how much of an essential player, Jadon Sancho is to them as well. He has still got a contract with Borussia Dortmund, don't forget, until 2022 as well. But reports have been coming out saying that Manchester United are prepared to pay up to 80 million or 100 million pounds for Jadon Sancho. This means this would make him the most expensive English player in world football, of course, as well. But I think even though Borussia Dortmund director came out saying that he's confident that Jadon Sancho will remain at Borussia Dortmund next season as well. But Borussia Dortmund only paid, £8 million for him from Manchester City. So he did have a couple of years with Manchester City before he went to Borussia Dortmund, but he never broke in the first team with Manchester City, of course, as well. And this was the majority of the reason why he departed City and went to Borussia Dortmund. But at that point, a couple of years back, Manchester United, were interested in Jadon Sancho then. And he actually began his youth career with Watford, did Jadon Sancho, of course, as well. But Manchester United have been heavily linked with Jadon Sancho. So are Manchester United prepared to pay up to £100 million for him in the summer? Shows that ability to attack as well. He scores goals as well, and he is a very good player. So is Jadon Sancho the solution to Manchester United's problems, of course, as well? But he is a very good player, is Jadon Sancho, and I really highly rate him. Other wingers that have been mentioned in the media, obviously Manchester United have been keeping track on that, Felix, as well as they have been giving you an update on Joe Felix, that young 19-year-old Benfica winner. He's only 19 years of age, as we all know. He's Joe Felix. As I said, he'd cost a staggering. He'd cost around about probably £100 million, to get this summer, of course, because I think his buyout clause is around £105 million, something like that. He's yet to make his senior debut for Portugal, but Man United, of course, instructed scouts, to keep a close eye out on Joe Felix as well. And I think Manchester United have held negotiations, with Benfica, regarding, Joe Felix, of course, as well. But he's expressed interest, from quite a few teams as Joe Felix. So he's been a potential Manchester United target as well. He's been a potential Manchester United target as well as Joe Felix as well. We do know that also Douglas Costa has also been mentioned as well. He's another name that's been mentioned in the media, Douglas Costa. And Douglas Costa's 28 years of age, of course. He is highly experienced, is Douglas Costa. He is mainly a winger as well as Douglas Costa. He is 28 years of age. His dribbling's good. He can put crosses into the box as well, can Douglas Costa. So he is a very, very good player, is Douglas Costa. I think he's fell down the pecking order this season because since the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo last summer, Douglas Costa a little bit, has lost his place in the team, to be quite honest with you. Allegedly, reports came out last year saying that reportedly Manchester United had a £54 million bid turned down for Douglas Costa, as it allegedly said in the media. Reportedly, Manchester United had a £54 million bid turned down for him. Reports came out a while back saying he could be available for around £53 million this summer, could Douglas Costa as well. But Manchester United have been interested in Douglas Costa, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, he's had a good playing career as Douglas Costa, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, because now he's at Juventus. Juventus paid £36 million for him last summer from Bayern Munich, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. They paid £36 million for him from Bayern Munich last summer. Well, they triggered his £36 million release clause, as we all know. Initially, he was actually on loan with Juventus last season. Obviously, he was on loan with Juventus last season, but obviously last summer of this season, Juventus made the deal permanent by paying £36 million as well. And throughout his playing career, he had a good 5 years. He had a good 5 years with Shakhtar Donetsk as well. He won trophies there. He had a good couple of years with Bayern Munich. Did Douglas Costa as well. So I think Manchester United have showed a slight interest in him as well. And of course we know that there's been a lot of rumours going on, especially most recently in relation to Philip Coutinho as well. Well, his name has been spoken about a few times in the media as well. I don't think he's one of Manchester United's priorities. Is Philip Coutinho, to be quite honest with you, and I don't think Manchester United are actually keen on signing him because he is an attacking mid. He actually can operate as a winger as well, but I think he's actually mainly an attacking midfielder. Is Philip Coutinho. Reports have been coming out from Spain and all that saying there has been some kind of negotiations with his representatives and all that, and reports coming out saying that Coutinho has spoken to some of our players, regarding the move to Old Trafford this summer. Probably would cost in the region of around £100 million, something like that. But there was a narrative going on about this back in January, that Coutinho was linked with a move to Manchester United. He also said Chelsea had also been interested in him as well. But the rumours have been going on about it, because since he's been in Spain, he's endured a very, very difficult time with Barcelona, and he's been at Barcelona now just over the year as Philip Coutinho, and he has failed to replicate that form of what he did at Liverpool, because he did have 5 good years with Liverpool, did Philip Coutinho, but he's endured a very, very difficult time with Barcelona, since his arrival at Barcelona. He's endured a very, very, very difficult time. He struggled to fit in Barcelona's system. He's been lacking game time, so he hasn't been playing regularly as well as Philip Coutinho. And I think the reports coming out saying that he's interested in making a move back to the Premier League, of course, as well. And I think Barcelona did pay £142 million for him from Liverpool last January, of course, as well. So that makes him the 3rd most expensive player in world football, behind him Neymar and Mbappe. So it makes him the 3rd most expensive player of all time. And also, too, I think he does want to make a return back to the Premier League, does Philip Coutinho. But I don't think Manchester United are that interested, in signing him. And even if Barcelona do sell him in the summer, they won't recoup the initial £142 million, they paid for him as well. So there's also, been rumours going on about that as well. Defensively, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say, he's not interested really in signing a defender this summer, as recent reports have stressed it out. But as you're all aware of, reports were coming out a couple of days ago in relation to Toby Alderweireld, as well as I've been updating you on a regular basis about Toby Alderweireld. Of course, he was one of Manchester United's targets last summer. Manchester United had held negotiations with Tottenham Hotspur, couldn't come to an agreement with Tottenham, of course, as well. But reports have been coming out in relation to Toby Alderweireld, saying that reportedly Manchester United are expected to sign Toby Alderweireld in the summer based on his refusal to renew his Tottenham contract. You know, Toby Alderweireld, and reports did say Tottenham are resigned to losing Toby Alderweireld to Manchester United. So reports are saying that Man United are the favourites to reportedly sign Toby Alderweireld. In the Daily Mail, it said Juventus and Barcelona had also expressed an interest as well, but the Daily Mail said Manchester United are reportedly, leading the race for Toby Alderweireld. But for me, I do really, really like Alderweireld, to be quite honest with you. And obviously, he's available for £26 million this summer as well, so you can get him for a reasonable fee. Obviously, because Tottenham last year activated a 12-month extension and obviously included a release clause of £26 million as well, for Alderweireld. For me, he's 30 years of age now. He's just recently turned 30. He's aging up to quite honest with you. He can be a world-class central defender, but I do think Alderweireld, to be quite honest with you, has lost that yard of pace a little bit, to quite honest with you. Obviously, we definitely, need a centre-back, to quite honest with you. Obviously, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took the reins at Manchester United, we've actually improved a lot, defensively. So you can see the vast improvements defensively, since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in, to quite honest with you, especially away from home. We've looked very, very good defensively indeed, but it's still essential that we need to try and get a centre-back in the summer, to be quite honest with you. So Manchester United going to go in for Toby Alderweireld in the summer as well. So there has been a lot of reports going on about that, but I think Solskjaer has indicated that he's not actually interested in buying any defenders reportedly this summer. He's focusing on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is focusing on attacking additions to the squad rather than focusing defensively as well. So there has been talks about Toby Alderweireld as well. Obviously, we know Koulibaly has also been a Manchester United target as well. I don't think Manchester United probably will get him in the summer now. According to last reports I heard that he was happy at Napoli. He was fully committed to Napoli as well. Was Koulibaly. Of course, it would cost us in the region of around £90 million at least to get Koulibaly in the summer. Of course, so potentially this would make him the most expensive defender in world football. Koulibaly, as I said, he has still got a contract with Napoli. Don't forget until 2023, as well as Koulibaly. But his performances were really, really good under Maurizio Sarri. Now his performances under Carlo Ancelotti have been fantastic indeed. And he's 27 years of age, and he has still got a lot of years ahead of him, of course, as well. And he's on a different level, to Toby Alderweireld. Toby Alderweireld is nowhere near on the same level as Koulibaly. To be fair, Toby Alderweireld's obviously a lot more Premier League proven, because obviously Toby Alderweireld's been in the Premier League quite a few years. Koulibaly's never ever played in the Premier League, and it would be good, for Koulibaly, to come and play in the Premier League, to be quite honest with you. But I don't think Manchester United will probably get him in the summer, even though he has been our number one target, to address our defensive problems as well as Koulibaly. So I think he would have address our defensive deficiencies fantastically well. Would Koulibaly, we've been linked to him for the past couple of windows. In the process, we've had 3 bids turned down for him. The recent one, obviously, we had turned down was £95 million, and he's tall as well, which is very, very beneficial. As every area of his game, he adapts fantastically well as well, Koulibaly. But Manchester United, of course, have been linked with him as well. There's also been reports coming out of the media as well in relation to Adrien Rabiot as well. And his name has been mentioned in the media. Of course, he has recent reports did say a while back that he was looking likely he's going to join Barcelona this summer. Adrien Rabiot. Of course, his refusal to sign a new contract. He has lost his place in the Paris Saint-Germain team as Adrien Rabiot, and of course, he spent the majority of his playing career, obviously, with PSG. And of course, he's still very, very young. Is he 23, 24 years of age? And he's still got a lot of years ahead of him. To be quite honest with you. But I think Man United have showed an interest in Adrien Rabiot as well. He's also been an Arsenal target. I think other teams have been interested in Adrien Rabiot as well. But Manchester United have showed an interest in him as well. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say, basically, allegedly what it said, he's told the Man United board he wants 4 summer signings, and he said he thinks Manchester United need a right back, he thinks we need a left back, he thinks we need an attacking mid, and obviously he thinks we need a right winger in the process as well. But one thing we're doing is that there's going to be players that are going to leave Manchester United in the summer. certain going to leave Manchester United this summer, for definite, because obviously Manchester United have opted against the decision, to give him that 1 year extension on his current contract. So we opted against that decision, of course, as well. And Valencia's on his way out of Manchester United. He's currently injured at the moment, with a calf injury, is Antonio Valencia, and he's hardly been in the team this season as Antonio Valencia. And I do think initially he has lost his place in the team, because obviously Ashley Young, of course, is our first choice right back, of course, as well. And obviously Antonio Valencia is now 33 years of age, as we all know. He's too old. This is his 10th season out at Manchester United. Of course, he's won everything here domestically in English football, and he has made over 300 appearances in all competitions as well. So I think he's going to leave Manchester United on a free transfer in the summer. And I think recent reports have said that Arsenal have actually been interested in Antonio Valencia as well. So he's one player that's definitely going. Darmian's on his way out of Manchester United in the summer as well. He's going to definitely leave Manchester United in the summer, because he's enjoyed a very, very difficult time, since he's come to Manchester United, and he's lacked game time as well as Matteo Darmian. I think he's just recovered from injury as well, but I think he's on his way out of Manchester United. Obviously, before he came to Manchester United, obviously, he spent the entirety of his playing career, of course, in Italy, did Matteo Darmian, with Torino and, Milan, and all that as well. But I think he's on his way out of Manchester United in the summer, to be quite honest with you. And I think Solskjaer has indicated what he knows, what players he's going to get rid of in the summer, of course, as well. Marcus Rojo as well, who's just recently recovered from injury, for Manchester United, of course, as well. Recently, he's been injured for a long, long time, as Marcus Rojo, but he has now recovered from injury. And as I did say, he's enjoyed a very, very difficult time at Manchester United as Marcus Rojo. He struggled with his fitness regime, sustained, quite a few injuries as well. So I think he could be on his way out of Manchester United in the summer as well. Could Marcus Rojo, to be quite honest with you. And he's not mainly first choice anyway, but he is good there as a backup option, because he is versatile at the back, is Marcus Rojo, to be quite honest with you, as well. And of course, I'm not too sure what's going on with Eric Bailly, because Eric Bailly, of course, has been in and out of the team this season for Manchester United, as we all currently know. Because as we all know, since Chris Smalling has recovered from injury, we know Solskjaer has been going with Chris Smalling and Victor Lindelof as a centre-back partnership, as we all currently know. And as I did say, I would prefer Bailly and Lindelof, as a centre-back partnership, to be quite honest with you. But since Smalling's recovered from injury, he has been going with Smalling and Lindelof as a centre-back partnership. It's quite fair. Since Smalling's recovered from injury, his performances have really, really improved. And I think him and Lindelof, have blended in fantastically well as a centre-back partnership, at the back, to be quite honest with you. So I have been impressed with Chris Smalling, since he's recovered from injury as well. Could Manchester United possibly, potentially, get rid of Eric Bailly in the summer? Because obviously at the moment, he has lost his place in the team, even though I highly rate Bailly. He has got great potential. He's good at his interceptions. Stats are absolutely phenomenal indeed, as well as Eric Bailly. But it's mainly he's been going with Smalling and Lindelof as centre-back partnership since Smalling recovered from injury. As I did currently say, guys, Sanchez is definitely on his. I think Sanchez is going to leave Manchester United in the summer as well. Without a shadow of a doubt, because Sanchez has enjoyed a very, very difficult time as a Manchester United player. As we all currently know, Sanchez has enjoyed a very, very difficult time as a Manchester United player. Sustained quite a few injuries. He's now out with a knee injury, so he's obviously out for 4 to 6 weeks. He's Alexis Sanchez as well. And to be quite fair, in relation to Alexis Sanchez, I think he's nowhere near the player he was at Arsenal. He's aging up. He's 30 years of age now. He has lost that yard of pace as Alexis Sanchez, as I currently said. And I think Solskjaer has lost all faith in him. He's lost trustworthy in him, to be quite honest with you. Because when he has been given the opportunity, Alexis Sanchez, he has failed to impress, to be quite honest with you. As Sanchez, he just hasn't been consistent enough when he's been playing. He's lacked consistency, and, he's lacked goals as well. I just don't think he's fitting under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's system, to be quite honest with you. And I think, he'll probably end up losing that number 7 shirt, Alexis Sanchez. I think someone else, could fulfill that number 7 shirt, to be quite honest with you. So I think definitely Sanchez is on his way out. I think Man United are considering loaning him out in the summer, because obviously it's going to be hard to fully sanction him off, because obviously considering the extortionate wages he's currently receiving, which is over £500,000 a week, it's going to be hard to currently find a team that can afford to pay his current wages off, as I said. So I think Sanchez is on his way out this summer as well. Lukaku, as I said, I'm not too sure about Lukaku, to be quite honest. Even though I heard the rumours a couple of weeks ago, reportedly saying that Manchester United may consider or may decide, to sell Lukaku this summer, reportedly as well. But Manchester United may not now sell him in the summer, because obviously we know that he's obviously got an injury now. Anyways, out with an ankle injury. Is Romelu Lukaku, so obviously he's not going to be playing tonight in the Wolves game. But obviously, he's most recently, he has regained his position in the team, and he has been playing more, so he has been getting more opportunities. And Lukaku has been very, very impressive indeed, to be quite honest with you. And I think he looks better and he looks more effective. Lukaku, when he is getting that support up front, when Rashford's alongside him, I think Lukaku looks very, very effective indeed. And I've been very, very impressed with Romelu Lukaku's performances. And overall, he's got a really, really good pedigree in the Premier League as Romelu Lukaku. As we all know, his pedigree in the Premier League is very, very impressive indeed. To be honest, even though we know he's slow, I do have strong reservations about Romelu Lukaku, as I said, because he is slow and his first touch, does concern me. But I think if Man United do decide to sell him in the summer, I think he has pinpointed out, Lukaku, that he does prefer the move. He wants to make the move to Juventus if Man United do decide to sell him in the summer. And of course, if Man United do decide to sell him in the summer, of course, we're going to need a replacement for Romelu Lukaku as well. But his performances have been fantastic indeed, because when he's getting that support, he can get a bit more of them sprints and he can get them runs in behind Romelu Lukaku, when he's getting that support. But when he's up front on his own, he's not reliable enough, to do to adjust everything, that you currently want him to do as well. So I think he's better when he's getting that support up front, Romelu Lukaku. But as I did say, Lukaku is out with an ankle injury, as we all currently know, so he won't be featuring against Wolves tonight in the FA Cup. As I did say, Solskjaer will rotate the squad tonight, against Wolves, as I've already done my preview on it, so go check that out. So he will rotate the squad, will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I said. But Manchester United, if they do decide to sell Lukaku in the summer, we'll try and recoup the initial £75 million we've paid for him. But he's got an ankle injury. Reportedly, he's being assessed as Romelu Lukaku. Reportedly, Lukaku's been sent for the scan and he's going to be remained sidelined. And there hasn't been a date yet when he's going to recover from this ankle injury, Lukaku. Reportedly, he sustained this during our 3-1 win against PSG in the second leg of the Champions League as well, reportedly. Even though he did play the full 90 minutes against Arsenal last Sunday as well, he has currently got an ankle injury, as I said. So hopefully he can be back for the quarter-final first leg against Barcelona in the Champions League, as reports do currently mention. So he is going to be a big miss, is Romelu Lukaku, because he has been in a fantastic run of form, without a shadow of a doubt. And so I do see quite a few players leaving, to quite honest. I still know we've obviously got some contract renewals to sort out as well, as we all currently know. Nothing much more is updated about that in the process as well. But the one good thing is about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, regardless of the injuries, because we have had a lot of injuries, as we all know. This is obviously made him rotate the squad, give chances to the young players, give chances to the fringe players. And either way, he did say he was going to give everybody the chance as well, which is very, very good indeed. But as I did say, now the good news is players are starting now to recover back from injury, as we all know. Matic is obviously, he recovered from injury against Arsenal. He was playing against Arsenal and he was very, very poor. He was very, very ineffective in that midfield. But overall, before he got his injury in that Matic, his performances really, really improved, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be quite honest with you. Even though we know he's tall, he's slow, and we do have strong reservations about him, but I think he has improved. His distribution's improved. He's looked more effective in his passing as Matic as well. So it's good now he's no longer got a muscle injury, because that's what he had. Martial, of course, will probably be playing tonight as well, and he's very, very good on that left hand side. Is Anthony Martial, of course, as well. He provides that pace very, very well. He scores goals. Sometimes he puts good crosses into the box as well. There's Anthony Martial, so it's good to see him. He actually came on in the Arsenal game last week as well. Didn't do much when he came on against Arsenal last week, but so Anthony Martial, of course, as well, should be playing tonight as well. The good news is Ander Herrera should be available tonight as well against Wolves. Ander Herrera has been, of course, out with a hamstring injury as well, and it's been a shame, because he has been a big miss as Ander Herrera, to be quite honest with you, because I know he's always been a very, very consistent player, since we got him from Atletico Bilbao, back in 2014, to be quite honest with you. This is 5th season now at Manchester United, of course, is Ander Herrera's, but I think since Solskjaer's come to Manchester United, as I'm going to be honest with you, he's been playing more regularly in the team, he's been playing a bigger part in the team, and he's been fitting in that midfield trio very, very well, and he's been breaking up the play very, very well as Ander Herrera. And hopefully, again, as I said, somewhere along the line, we can come to an agreement of getting him a new contract as well, Ander Herrera, and he does deserve it, based on his fantastic performances. But we know that he's had a hamstring injury, and I think he could be available for tonight. Jesse Lingard's had a hamstring injury as well. I think he's been back in training, so is there a possible outside chance Lingard could be involved tonight as well? well against Wolves. There's an outside chance. I don't think he'll be probably fit enough, to feature tonight, to be honest. But we know Jesse Lingard has been a big miss for Manchester United. As I said, still young in his generation. When Solskjaer's mainly selected him, obviously, he's been playing on that right-hand side, Jesse Lingard, when he has been selected and when he's obviously, been fully fit. So he has been a big miss as well, because he provides fantastic pace on that right wing, just like Martial provides fantastic pace on that left wing as well. And they are still, they are both young as well, Lingard and Anthony Martial. But either way, if Lingard can't feature against Wolves, probably after the international break, he will definitely be in contention to play Watford in the Premier League as well. We know, of course, Juan Mata is still out with a hamstring injury as well. It's probably unlikely that Juan Mata will be playing tonight, of course, because his name didn't currently get mentioned. So I think Mata is still recovering, still in the process of recovering from that hamstring injury as well. What else? And that's about it, to be quite honest. Well, as I did say, Solskjaer, will be rotating the squad tonight. As I currently said, he will be rotating the squad tonight, as I've already given you my team news on it. Phil Jones has been ill, so could Phil Jones possibly be involved tonight against Wolves as well, because he's been ill as Phil Jones. So yeah, he'll drop De Gea. He'll put definitely Sergio Romero in net tonight. He'll drop De Gea because obviously Romero has obviously played in the 3 previous rounds in the FA Cup. The one beneficial thing is as well, Solskjaer's got 100% winning away record in the FA Cup as well, which is very good indeed. He'll play Diego Dalot at right back, because obviously Young's suspended, Valencia is injured, so Dalot will be playing at right back. Probably centre back partnership of Smalling and Lindelof, to be quite honest with you. Left back will be Luke Shaw. Not too sure with the midfield, quite honest with you. If Herrera can be available, he'll probably go with the usual midfield trio of Herrera, Macho and Pogba, which mainly Solskjaer has been going with, but obviously he couldn't do that, and he hasn't been doing that in most recent weeks, considering the string of injuries we've got and all that. So, he give the likes of Fred a chance, Scott McTominay a chance, Andres Pereira a chance as well, considering, the injuries we got as well. But obviously, when all the players, regain full fitness, he'll revert back to the midfield trio of obviously, Herrera, Matic and Pogba, because they look very effective indeed. So he probably may give Fred the chance tonight, he maybe even give McTominay the chance tonight, because he's been impressive lately as well. Mason Greenwood as well could be making his FA Cup debut as well tonight as well, which would be very good to see him making his debut. It is essential, that Manchester United, of course, I've already done my preview, that Manchester United win tonight, and we suffered that defeat to Arsenal last Sunday, so hopefully that we don't lose momentum and we don't lose confidence, and hopefully, Manchester United can get back to winning ways tonight as well. But we know it's not going to be easy, as I've already said. Wolves have been in really good form this season. The record against the big teams this season has been very impressive indeed, as we all know. This is the 100th meeting between Wolves and Manchester United in all competitions, believe it or not, as I currently said. But the main part of this video was to give you a bit of an update on some transfer news I wanted to discuss with you on this current video. Reports do currently say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is discussing the club's transfer plans for the summer. So he's discussing about what players to bring in the summer, and he's obviously been in discussions with the Man United board, what players should stay and what players should go in the summer. I think Solskjaer has indicated what players I think he wants to leave Manchester United in the summer, and of course obviously we have got a board that can invest in who Solskjaer wants to bring to Manchester United in the summer, because he's on the verge of getting the job permanently at Manchester United, of course, as well. And I think Solskjaer could be Scholes could be coming to Manchester United, as reports do mention. Solskjaer would welcome him back. Could he, do a coach? Could he coach at Manchester United, something like that? Paul Scholes as well, because as we all know, he has resigned as Oldham manager, as reports do mention. I like Solskjaer's confidence, because he has said in relation to the Champions League draw for the quarterfinals, I've already give you my update on that as well. Solskjaer believes Manchester United can go all the way in the Champions League as well. But we obviously want that Champions League for next season, of course. So we either win the Champions League and get automatic Champions League, automatically get in Champions League for next season, or if we don't win the Champions League, get the top 4. There's quite a few teams, still going for that top 4. Get the top 4, and hopefully somewhere along the line, going to the Champions League for next season as well. So that's mainly everything to update today, guys. Wolves Manchester United review will be coming up after the match. It's 5 to 8 kickoff, so we're maybe 10 minutes after the game. We'll be giving you my review and reaction on that game as well. So it'll be interesting to see who he goes with. As I said, we'll be rotating the squad with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I still think we've got enough quality in our team, to get past Wolves without a shadow of a doubt. So as I said, drop your comments, likes below on the channel, guys. If you do consider subscribing to my channel,